Welcome back to Dinar Current. Strap in, because what I'm about to reveal is not gossip, not guesswork, but the most groundbreaking development the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong community has seen in more than 10 years. For so long, we've asked, will the RV ever really happen? Critics mocked the idea. Economists dismissed it as nothing more than fantasy. Yet today, for the first time, whispers from insiders are breaking wide open. Quietly, discreetly, redemption centers are live. And here's the shocker. Ordinary investors are leaving those centers with millionaire-level payouts. Yes, you heard that right. Regular Tier 4B holders, the folks who bought their dinar and dong from retail dealers or online brokers, are now being called into secured redemption appointments at major U.S. banks. Inside those centers, they're being offered contract rates that blow past anything you'll ever see listed on Forex. But there's a catch. Word from insiders is that this is not an indefinite offer. A limited 72-hour redemption window is being quietly circulated. During this time, contract rates are on the table, but once that phase closes, the program may shift into the next stage at lower public values. So the burning questions now are, why the secrecy? And are you ready when your turn comes? The centers are real, and they're active. Multiple sources confirm. Redemption centers inside U.S. banks are open and running. Investors in Dallas, Houston, Miami, Reno, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York are already stepping inside, and walking out with verified deposits. Eyewitnesses describe a process that feels like a mix of military precision and high finance protocol. Entry is tightly controlled. Phones and devices are confiscated. Documents are verified. Currencies are checked. And before any transaction, participants are required to sign NDAs, the very non-disclosure agreements long rumored in the RV world. And the payouts, they're not promises of future money. Multiple reports confirm that funds are deposited immediately, accessible in participants' accounts before they walk out the door. From skepticism to shock, for years, the dinar and dong community has lived in a haze of rumors. But insiders now describe stunned reactions as regular investors see their balances updated in real time. Shaking hands, emotional faces, skeptics turned believers in the space of one appointment. And the significance goes deeper. We're not talking fringe institutions or backroom deals. U.S. Bank, a major regulated financial power, is hosting these redemptions. That means training, infrastructure, and coordination at the highest levels, none of which happens by accident. The cities involved aren't random either. Dallas and Houston, energy hubs tied to Iraq's oil economy. Miami, an international finance gateway. Reno and Atlanta, long-rumored redemption centers. Chicago, New York, the crown jewels of U.S. finance. This is a network chosen with precision, built to handle both scale and security. The Tier 4B reality. To really understand what's happening, remember the tiers. Tier 1, sovereign governments. Tier 2, central banks and mega institutions. Tier 3, contractors, military, and insiders directly tied to Iraq and Vietnam's rebuilding. Tier 4A, small private groups invited first. Tier 4B, everyday investors, people like you who bought currency through dealers or brokers. For over a decade, critics laughed at the idea that Tier 4B would ever see more than street rates. They said contract rates were a fairy tale, reserved only for governments and elites. But now, reports confirm that Tier 4B exchangers are being paid at contract rates. Ordinary people, no political connections, no special insider deals, just retail buyers who held on for years, are finally reaping the reward. Why contract rates exist? Skeptics always asked, why would anyone pay above Forex? The answer is simple, strategy. Contract rates push holders to exchange quickly. They funnel liquidity back into banks and institutions. They stabilize the system before the open market chaos begins. History has shown this before, post-war Germany, post-liberation Kuwait, early petrodollar deals. Insiders move first, and the public settles for leftovers. This time, though, Tier 4B is part of that insider window. Economic logic behind it. Look at the fundamentals. Iraq, oil exports are booming. Global contracts are in place. A suppressed currency rate no longer makes sense for a nation with some of the largest proven reserves on Earth. Vietnam, now a manufacturing hub rivaling China, hosting supply chains for Apple, Samsung, and more. Yet its currency remains artificially undervalued, a tool for exports that can't last forever. Global finance. Post-COVID, central banks are recalibrating. Currencies like the dinar and dong, long held down, are being adjusted to reflect real value. The bottom line, this isn't rumor anymore. Redemption centers are open, funds are moving, NDAs are being signed, Tier 4B investors are receiving life-changing payouts at contract rates. For years, the community asked if this moment would come. The answer is now clear, it's here. The door has opened. The only question left is, when your invitation arrives, will you be ready to walk through it?